We are outside my new private studio. Oh my gosh. Hi everyone. I'm Christine. I'm from Missouri. I'm 33 years old and I've been a full-time artist for 5 years. I do a lot of commissions. I do murals. I've been wanting to take a break from doing murals and focus on fine arts. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But you know, hey, like you just kind of have to figure it out. I have been winging being an artist for the last 5 years. Thankfully, now there's a lot more resources out there on how to be a full-time artist, and I'm here to share my experiences and hopefully help out some of you artists that are really trying to figure out who you are, what you want to make, and how to get people's eyes on your work. One thing that I knew I needed to focus more on making my work is a bigger studio. I have been in a small 8x10 room at my local art center, Southern Missouri Arts Connection, for about 3 years, and that has been a huge help for me. I don't like doing my art at home. I live in a really small 800 square foot house. My husband also works from home, so I like that I can separate my work from my home life. However, I have felt a lot of limitations being in a shared space. I don't work well around other people. I like to get really messy and I like to make really big stuff. And I can't really do that there. So I have been looking for my own private studio, but I knew that a commercial space would cost a lot more money. I reached out to an acquaintance of mine who I knew was renting a warehouse like half a mile down the street from my house, and I just asked him, hey, can you spare a corner of your warehouse for me? He was like, yeah, I actually have a whole separate unit that you can sublease from me. It's a lot more than what I was expecting. It's huge. It's in a floodplain, which means that if it rains a lot, I gotta be ready to move my shit. The rent is so cheap. I'll just take what I can get. That being said, I'm gonna take you along this journey with me. I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. I'm going to show you how I'm gonna decorate it. I'm going for this really crazy postmodern moody primary colors. Yikes! I've been saving images on the internet that really inspire me and make me feel something really deep, and I'm like, I want to make my studio make me feel good. Right now it's just white everything, and you know, I could work with that, but that's not really who I am. Danish designer Werner Panton, God, he's one of my favorite designers. Some other weird liminal 80s, 90s architecture, color schemes, just like what a weird place we were in back in the day that I feel is very much underappreciated. So I'm doing like a crazy monochromatic. I don't want this place to feel super modern and trendy. It's really easy as an artist to go with whatever's popular on Instagram and Pinterest for my design inspiration, and I don't want to do that. I want it to feel like retro, weird. I want people to come into the studio and be like, whoa, that art is cool, but what the hell? I'm really excited to be documenting this experience. I never thought that I would be in this place in life where I am able to be a full-time artist and have my own studio, my own workspace, where I can make whatever I want, inspire others. There's been so many people, so many incredible artists that really have inspired me to create. I can't believe that I am one of those people now. Like, the stuff that I put out on TikTok and Instagram is cool, but it's heavily curated. It's not really as authentic as I would like to be, and hopefully with longer format stuff, people can really get to know what I'm going through, what I'm thinking, my process and how I make my art, what's inspiring me to make my art, because there's so much good art on the internet, but a lot of the time we don't know a lot of the backstory of, you know, why an artist creates a painting, what's going through their head, and that's the kind of stuff that I find really interesting. I'm gonna give you a tour of the studio. Let's go! When I first looked at this place, they were originally just using this place for storage, so it was really nasty, but the thing about being a creative is that you can look past all of the ugliness and see potential in a space, so All right, when you first walk in, you look to the right. This is going to be where the painting happens. This whole wall is, well, maybe like half the wall is going to be a French cleat system. Shout out to Slew. I've been loving the French cleat system. So there is going to be, I have like a 5x5 farmhouse table that is really ugly. I'm going to paint it, but that is going to be like a giant workspace. Here's a closet. I'm going to make my own curtains, install shelving. We have another closet back here that is big enough for my scaffolding to go in here. So I will probably end up using my scaffolding as shelves. Hot water heater. This is gonna be where the kitchen goes. Kitchen is in like mini fridge, microwave, countertop, a little induction hot plate for cooking meals if I want to. Not that I can't just go home and eat, because I literally could walk home if I wanted to. But what if I want to pull an all-nighter? What if I want to stay here? I could if I wanted to. More shelves. And the little tiny bathroom. You know that this little bathroom is going to be dope as hell. Okay. And the cool thing about these tall ceilings is that they could potentially put a loft in here, which I think would be fun. These shelves were here when I moved in. I'm thinking I'm probably going to paint them a really fun color and put LED lights underneath them. And either use all my milk crates for storage or come up with like a better storage system for all my stuff that is maybe a little bit more aesthetic. The floors are not terrible. They definitely need to be painted, but I have a feeling that now that winter is coming, I'm gonna want rugs everywhere. I'm thinking about going to a carpet store and seeing if I can just order carpet by the foot and then cut into sections that I want. I feel like that's gonna be cheaper than buying a bunch of area rugs. Plus, I'm kind of picky about what I want the rugs to look like, so. Also, the windows are really awful. They are gonna be replaced at some point.